Right, okay, so what we've got in a lot of the exam questions is showers. What I'm going to do is show you my shower system that I've got in my place, all right? And what we've got in here is a standard mixer, thermostatic mixer shower, all right? Now what you'll find is around sort of 75% of the UK have this type of arrangement now. You can fit this onto a combi as well as an unvented cylinder. Okay, now I'll show you the unvented cylinder a bit later because we'll go up in the loft and show you that. What we're going to do now though is just show you what we've got here. So we've got a standard mixer shower, which is just a bar shower, all right. Off the top of the bar up here, look, going up is you've got your rose head shower attachment at the top with just a standard hose for doing your hair loosely on your hair. Right, this one, okay, is your on and off is on the left hand side, so that's what you tend to get. And then on the right hand side is your mixer. If you can see just there, look, you've got 38 degrees. What that is, so 38 degrees is standard. So as you see, that's all nice and square. If you want any hotter, you turn it around further, you press the button on the top and you turn it a little bit further, and then vice versa. If you want it colder, you can actually turn it the other way and then have a cold shower, all right? But when it clicks, that's where it is a standard 38 degrees, all right? So as we said, in the UK, all showers are preset or must have a preset setting of 38 degrees. Remember that one, all right? So like I said, you've got your hot and cold coming in at the back of it. So your ISO side is on the left, your thermostatic side is on the right. It's the same rules with it, that you get hot and cold coming in, but as you do with the basin taps and sink taps, hot on the left, cold on the right. Okay. The little cartridge on the inside of the shower that's actually controlling the temperature. All right, I will find another video and I will send that over to you on WhatsApp because it's quite intricate. But basically the cartridges on the thermostat side sit this side. On this side it's just on and off. All right. So if you've got a dripping shower, continually dripping, it's going to be the thermostat, it's going to be the on-off side of it, not the thermostat side of it. All right? Right, we'll go upstairs in the loft now and we'll show you what's behind it and what's feeding it. All right, we're up in the loft now. What we've got up here is an unvented cylinder, so there's no tanks that's feeding this, it's just mains pressure into it. So you've got your unvented mega flow cylinder. To the left there you got a Worcester system boiler that's feeding it all, giving it some, that's your heat source. Alright, and then to the left hand side of that is an expansion vessel just for the central heating. So it's a red one for heating. Alright, so when we do central heating, we'll explain the different types of expansion vessels that you can get. All right, right, this one basically, yes, it needs lagging, as you guys are probably going, yeah, lug that. All right, yeah, it needs a bit of lagging on it, so we'll do a video of how to lag it as well. Plus I'm going to service this one because as I've come up into the loft, this is for the first time for quite a while, I've actually stuck my finger on the ton dish and there's actually water coming through. And what best way to do it, I tend to, is put it on my lips and you can actually feel if it's hot or cold, and that's cold. All right, now if it's cold, then it's a problem with the expansion. All right, so it's pressure, it's over pressurizing, not temperature, which is good because I don't want it to be this temperature relief. All right, what I'll do on another video, which might be next week, I'll show you how to service one of these. All right, and we'll service it up and probably do a bit of lagging as well, as soon as we're going to get in the loft. Right, okay, so don't worry about the central heating side of things. All you've got for the hot water is you've got a cylinder full of water. So this is the water that goes around the radiators, all right? What it is like a reservoir of water. What you have then is a coil that goes round the inside, all right? So it's not indirect, it's direct, because you've got a coil that goes round and then goes direct to the hot water taps, all right, and the showers. Now, that cylinder is hot all the time when the hot water is called for, all right? So the boiler will top up that cylinder and keep the temperature there. As you pull the hot water off, the temperature will drop, the boiler will kick back in again to warm it back up, all right? So the hot water off to taps on these is actually on the top. So I'll just show you, here, I'll help. So there's your hot water off the top, all right? What that does, bit dark, sorry guys, drops down then and goes to my hot water taps, all right? So that's your hot water dealt with, all right? Now, what you've got is, obviously, if you've got hot water coming off, you need to be feeding the cylinder. Now, feeding it is a cold mains. So we've got 22 mil minimum cold mains coming into the cylinder. So that goes into the bottom, that goes around that coil, and then comes out the top, all right, and goes to the hot taps. This cold mains water pipe here that's going into it has got what we call a pressure reducing valve on it, and this is it at the back. I'll show you right at the back, guys. So there we go, if you can see that. Sorry, it's not a good video, I'm not the best. So there you are, pressure reducing valve. On the back of it is a little isolation valve to turn it on and off. Now what that pressure reducing valve does is keep the cylinder water pressure through the coil at 3 bar. It doesn't let it go over 3 bar. So you've got 3 bar pressure coming in and then 3 bar coming out on the top side as well, out to the hot taps. You've also got here, if you just where I'm pointing, you've got another pipe. That's cold mains as well. That's actually cold mains to all your to your cold taps. Now what I've done is, because I've taken it off here, it's what we call a balanced cold feed. So it's exactly the same pressure as the hot. So we've got 3 bar on the cold and 3 bar on the hot. All right. So if you just back up there, I can stand up then. It's hot. I'll keep talking a minute. Right, so you've got 3 bar on the hot and the cold side of the shower, all right? Now what that does is give you a balanced feeds. So you haven't got anything like the cold mains being stronger than the hot, all right? If you've got one stronger than the other, the thermostatic mixer will always struggle to get a decent mix. It will cope with it to a certain degree. Better showers tend to do it better. More expensive ones, but if you've got a cheap shower, it will show up like mad. It will be terrible, and you'll get customers complaining they can't get a steady temperature coming out the tap. Now what I've done on this one is these two 22 mil pipes that I've got going down on the hot and the cold, I've taken the first feed in 22 all the way in 22 mil. My shower is my first feed. I don't want anything else on there like the kitchen sink or anything like that. I just wanted the shower as my first feed because I wanted good pressure coming at it. Also, if the washing machine's going on downstairs, or the dishwasher, or somebody flushes a toilet or runs another tap in the house, then it's not going to affect the shower too much being on the temperature side. I didn't want it dropping on the cold and making it hot, and then the shower having to adjust itself rapidly, because the more it has to adjust, the life of the shower is shortened. All right, so you'll find that with a lot of showers that you need to get this balance correct. Okay guys, like I said, I'll send this over to you so you've got it. Next week we'll do lagging, and I want you all to find out what the minimum amount of lagging I need to put on this pipe work, on all the hot pipe work. There is a British standard that states in building regulations that state that you've got to at least come away so many meters away from the cylinder. Okay, so you guys want to just try and find that out for a bit of homework. Also, like I said, next week we'll do this servicing of unvented cylinder. It's not in your it won't come up in any of your test papers about servicing them, but it's really good to have somebody show you how to do it. So I'll show you guys how to do it, because I can do it here and it'll help. All right, so speak to you soon. Cheers then.